where I've crashed it. Oh, you said if I put few points crashing it.
No swearing, thank you.
What?
No swearing. I'm on live. Hi, Bobby. Nice to see you. You're an early bird tonight. You caught me unawares. I'm just sorting myself out, typing my bits and pieces in. I hope you're doing well. Are you feeling well? Not working too hard, I hope. What you on with? Are you doing any special projects? I wonder. Hi, Karen. Hi, Debbie. You're crafting. What are you doing? What are you making, Bobby? Do tell. Crafting usually makes something really nice. Oh, you still, yeah, you did say you were doing that last week. So you're still doing that one, are you? Lovely. Must be going to be spectacular. I'm expecting it to be spectacular. You're going to show us when you've done it. Hi, Rosebud. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Hi, Laura, my lovely. Hi, Caroline. We've got a wrench in the house. I'm expecting Tracy to be here sometime soon. Keeping those trolls at bay, I hope. Mind you, I don't think they bother with me these days. I'm losing subscribers and I don't know why. Oh, I'm in the spotlight now. Okay, have you noticed, everybody? Shall I pull you out? I'll pull the camera out a little, I think, and I will show you. Let me show you. Get rid of that. Right out. Look what I got. It's a huge one. I've got my new A2 light and board, easel. So I am really, really chuffed. I love it. I really love it. It's really nice to work on. So yeah, it's another peacock I'm doing. And I've had another one come this morning, which I've actually got behind between me, my light pad and my easel, trying to flatten it out a bit. I tried to roll it the other way, and I shouldn't have done that really, because I ended up with a bit of what did I end up with? A bit of what? My tweezers. It's wrinkled it a bit, put me a couple of creases in it. I don't think it'll matter too much, and I should imagine I can get them out. Come off, you monkey. That's it, buddy. There's a half and half on that one. So yes, they both came today, so I'm really, really, really happy with my little lot. It's like working on a white screen. Hi, Julie. Glad you made it today, darling. It's yeah, I can have two 30 by 40s on here comfortably, and I've got me my dolphin clamps. Oh dear. We were looking for some kind of clips when we went town shopping. Oh, before Christmas, Harry needed some clips for something, and we couldn't find were these like silly dolphin. do dolphin clips. So we just grabbed them because we couldn't find anything better at the time. But they look quite fun on my holding me painting on. I like to have a clip on it. I can keep it flatter because even though I've flattened it out somewhat, it's still got a bit of creases in it. So yes, it is rose. It's lovely, absolutely love it. I'm really pleased. I'm going to put my small one back in my craft room because I can still use that one on the smaller diamond paintings. But I've been with Harry and I've been to the local garden centre. It's not very far away anyway. We go there quite often, and I have picked up some amazing frames today. Very big ones. Unfortunately, they're not big enough to take the my Chinese dragons, but I had a thought about that because it's huge, that one. But as you know, many of you will know, we've had a new television, a 65-inch curved TV, and I've saved the box, and I thought, it's flat cardboard, it's a nice big box, so I might actually make a frame out of that, cover it with something first, and then make a frame out of it. I don't mind making my own frames if I've got the right stuff to do it with. So I thought, right, that sounds like a plan to me. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. I've been chatting little. Yep. Oh, not sure about that one. Looks a bit dodgy. So off it comes. Still got a sore hand. My poor little hand's been very sore for a few days now with this silly tear in the skin. But I need to put up with it. So, what's everybody? Have you started your new ones, Laura, yet? Your bathroom ones? They look lovely. They really do look nice. Can't wait to see when you've done them. Oh, not at all. My name is Annie. It's Rosie Posey is my little dog. So Rose, I'm quite happy with that. That's fine. You call me anything, really. I answer to most things. Old woman, yeah, can you hear him in the background? Old woman, I answer to old woman. But I call him old man back, so.
Registration, not one.
Oh, Julie, you know what I'm like? It was silly, really, how it happened, because I have a pair of scissors, and the sharp ones, these ones, on the side, on my little table at the side of my chair. For when I get my post in the morning, Harry brings me post in to me, and I sit and open it here while I'm having my cup of tea, my morning cup of tea and toast. And I couldn't find my scissors. I thought, where the devil have I put them? And I looked on the floor; they'd not fell down there. So I thought, day before they'd slid down, sat down chair arm between cushion and chair arm, and I'd got it back without any problem. So I bet that's what I've done, I said, and of course pushed my arm down. I pushed my hand down so between chair arm and the cushion, could feel the scissors. So, and they were the right way up, the handle up. So I got hold of the handle, but of course I've got to fist my hand to pull them up, and of course it made it wider, and it just tore me right across there. And boy, does it hurt. Even now, it's really sore. It's another good one, I'm afraid. So it'd be fine. I've got antiseptic cream on it, and I keep changing the dressing. I've only got this on to stop dressing keep falling off, because the even micropore tape doesn't keep it on very well. So this works. So it really looks worse than what it actually is. Honestly, it is. But I've got to do something to get attention. And what else can I do? I mean, I hope you lot didn't hear that, because I've got another gentleman in the room. I've got a gentleman in my, not you. I'm talking, I've got a gentleman in here. A real gentleman. He's saying cheeky things, Julie. You know what he's like. I don't know. I just don't know where I found him, really. I don't. I just felt sorry for him, I think. Brought him home like a lame dog. I don't know. Yes, but yeah, we had a nice run out to the garden centre, and I got loads of lovely frames, small ones and big ones as well. I got four big ones, and then I got I think I got two 8x10s, I think they are, and then a couple of smaller ones. Which the one that I was debating, it said on the actual canvas, the little kitten, and it was an owl, because I've been on Facebook. I've been on eBay, I've been on AliExpress, and every one of those for sale are called an owl. And yeah, it said on the canvas it was a kitten. So it is an owl, and I have framed it, and it looks lovely. I'm really pleased with that. That is for another video I'll do, because I finished my mandala, big 12x12 mandala yesterday, and I started this one. Loving that one as well. I'd like another one of those. One a bit more brighter colours, I think. And I've not framed that one though. And then I wanted to get on with this, get this one finished. I started it yesterday, and I want to get this one finished tonight if I can. And then I will start my new one. I'll show you the new one, because it's super cute. You just cover that over, and we will. Now then, where's my packaging? Because it's not a very big one, as you can see. It's a 20x30. It's quite a small one. But I have actually got an itinerary sheet. So, sorry about the wrinkling. Just bear with me a second. If I can find where to open it. I got it. It's a really pretty one. I'm really looking forward to getting started with this one. And there's a thumbnail. Whoops, you see that? Is that not just gorgeous? Little kitty. She's best. Oh, that's better. There you go. Little cat on the moon. And there's 30 colours. 30 colours to it. And it's only a little one. And it's a full square drill. This one I got from AliExpress. Got all the individual bags. They're all numbered, but they've all got the DMC numbers on, which is handy. So yeah, I'll just shove that back in there and make sure I don't lose any of the little baggies out of there. So that's the new one that came this morning. And I still never found that garden in a teacup one, you know. I just can't get my head around that. Where the devil can that have gone out? I had it here where I'm sat now, and I don't go anywhere apart from in my craft room, and it's definitely not in my craft room. Where were I? Just here. No, I put them down, answer. I don't know. Yeah, I've no idea where that's gone. It's weird. Really weird. Because there's only, you know, there's just nowhere else it can go. And I wanted to get that done, but I can't. I've not even been able to send Peggy by any photographs of the drills, you know, the mixed drills, because I can't find it, so I probably won't be able to get them now. But I have got literally loads and loads and loads of spare drills. So I'm sure if I do find it, I'll use the some of the drills that's in there, and also if I run out, I'll use some of the others. I've got a lot of DMC ones spare from previous ones, so I should be able to do it with that. And but it'll have to be round because I've got more round than square spares, if you know what I mean. But never mind. Catching my hand on this sticky. That's the only trouble when you've got little bits in the middle there. That mandala turned out beautiful though. I'm really pleased with that. Better than I thought it would, actually, to be honest. Because I thought there seemed to be an awful lot of it. Looked to be a lot of blue in it for some reason. But it's turned out nice, so I'm pleased. Pleased with that. I've been trying to think of things to tell you about, to talk about when I come on to do my live, and I thought of something, and would you believe I forgot what it was? That's just me. Talk about me travels. When we've been to Kenya, been to Caribbean. Oh, we went on a Caribbean cruise. Oh, that was wonderful. Well, actually, it was a bit of a mixed bag, really, because it was Caribbean, and then we came across the Atlantic. It was what they call replacing or something. We flew out to Barbados and got on the ship in Barbados, and then we went round, went to St. Lucia, St. Martin's, not St. Martin's, St. Kitts, Grenada, and Antigua. Oh, Antigua's beautiful. I love that island. It's absolutely, that was my favourite of the Caribbean islands. Then we came across the Atlantic with 3 days at sea, and boy, it was choppy, really choppy. But we made it across, went to Madeira for overnight, and then we set sail for the Spanish coast and did 4 stops. One was Torremolinos. Just trying to think, there were 4 stops. I can't remember all of them. Cartagena, that was one. And then we ended the cruise in Palma, Mallorca, and we got a flight home from Palma. And when we got off the ship, all our baggage had been taken off. You know, they come round the night before, you be outside your cabin, and the crew take them, you know, ready for disembarking. So it's all off the ship once you get off, only to find that a load of photographs and things out of my case outside pocket had disappeared. So, and my son was training to be a chef at the time, and we got all the menus. One of the waiters got us a copy of all the menus for the full 18-night cruise, and it was gone. They were all gone. We had a photograph took with the captain one night when it was captain's night, and we that was in there as well. That was gone, lost that. So yeah, we're a bit of a real come down after a lovely high that we'd had all the way, you know, for it to be spoiled like that. But that's, you know, these things happen, I suppose. It's the best holiday I've ever had. Actually, it's. I mean, oh wow, yeah, cruising. Harry thinks Cleethorpes would have been all right. Well, there's a lot of my American friends probably don't even know what Cleethorpes is or where Cleethorpes is. But yeah, it's definitely a once in a lifetime must do. If you've never been on a cruise, you need to do it. It's fabulous. I even were brave enough to do karaoke one night. Mind you, I mean, I weren't frightened of going on stage anyway, but it was well received anyway. So you should go and sit down somewhere and be quiet, behave yourself. But yes, I think if I could do it again, I would. But I don't think it'll ever happen because one thing, my passport's run out, and I don't know whether it's going to be worth me. Either of us, we've both got no passport now. We'll let them run out. I doubt we'll ever be going abroad again. So no point in spending money on it. You know, it's ridiculous what we have to pay for. You know, I don't know whether as a pensioner you can get like a 5-year one like you used to with kid ones, but I don't know how that works. So, but Harry's not keen on. He doesn't like going on a ferry, so he's not going to be really keen on going on a cruise ship. He's definitely got a phobia for water. That kind of water, anyway. He's always in shower, but he just doesn't like going on the water in a big boat. But he'll sit and watch them. He puts it on the television. He sits and watches cruise ships coming in and going out on Lanzarote's harbour and wherever, and all over the place. But and he'd love to go on one, you know. I mean, he said, you know, I'd love to go on one, but he just really doesn't. He can't swim, and I mean, anybody that could swim wouldn't be able to. You know, he won't be able to swim in sea anyway. Nobody, even if he can swim, it's unlikely. Hi, Shannon. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, well travelled, all right. I'm fortunate in the sense that not, you know, not everybody can do it. I was lucky. I've been various places in the world and I've enjoyed it. I'm saying I've never been to America. I would love to go to America. I would love that. Harry's been to Boston. He went to do a job over there for a short while with a friend. But I've never actually been to America. We put down in Maine for refueling once, but that was when we were going to Dominican Republic. And we were allowed off the plane for an hour. We managed to get a coffee and that, but it was, I think they said it was a military air base that we put in, you know, we come down in. So we couldn't obviously go any further than just in the coffee lounge and then back onto the plane again. But I've never actually been to America for a holiday, and I think that would be lovely. I mean, there's a lot of places in America that, you know, are very tempting. You've got Florida. Oh my word, Florida. It looks lovely. And I don't know, San Francisco. My last husband was no longer with us. That's in the wrong one. He'd been to San Francisco. He said that was brilliant. He's got family apparently out there. But I don't know. I mean, there's so much that you want to do. I'd love to go to Niagara, but that's Canada, of course. And, or if you just got the money, you could do it all. Wouldn't it be nice? When I win lottery, I will. We'll go on will fly everywhere because Harry doesn't like the water. I do though. I don't mind. I like the water. And like I say, even though I mean I can swim, but if if shit went down, I wouldn't be swimming very far, would I? I don't think many would. I'm glad you've popped in, Shannon. It's nice to see you. It is. I just get a little bit carried away with me diamond painting and natter. I just carry on nattering. Hi, Crafty Gertie. How you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Is that an invitation? Have you got spare room? Hi, Tracy. I didn't see you. Come two spanners in the room. That's good. No trolls allowed then. We're well prepared for them, aren't we? I don't know. So, let me think. When we were in, I think it was when we were in Kenya, we took a load of stuff. I think I mentioned this last time. We took a load of stuff for the school, but we also made friends with one of the waiters. It was really nice. He got a little boy. He wanted us to bring his little boy back to get him educated. I said, you just can't do that, I'm afraid. You know, but he wasn't there anyway. He was living with his grandparents. So, but like Kenya very much. Won't go again though. Not now. Not safe anymore. Just not safe anymore. I don't think it is. We went on a safari. That was brilliant. That were really good. So we stayed over. We had a night in they like rooms on stilts. You open your curtains in the morning, the giraffe looking at you. You know, it's really quite amusing. And I'm glad they like the 2-story. You've got like this one big circle. There's 4 rooms on that, the big rooms, and then above there's another 4 rooms on each, like on each block. And ours was the farthest, as far as you could go forward, and ours was the downstairs of the lower floor, which was still a good way off the ground, obviously. And yeah, I went. I couldn't sleep because I was just so excited about where we were, out in, you know, in middle of nowhere sort of thing. And I opened the curtains, and there was a giraffe in the window. It was amazing, absolutely amazing, fantastic. We stopped over for lunch at what the place they call the Voi Lodge, and we went to East Savo National Wildlife Park, and we went to Voi Lodge for the first day for the lunch, and there were loads of baboons, and the guy that who was our tour guide said, whatever you do, hang on tight to your handbags, your purses, anything, your glasses. Don't let, if the monkeys grab them, you've lost them. And he'd no sooner got that out than this guy just in front of us, monkey whipped his hat off. And it was gone like a shot, absolutely. Oh, it was just hilarious. But I put my glasses in my handbag, and then I gripped, you know, I have it over my shoulder anyway, over my head and over my shoulder, crossbody. So it'd have a job. But yeah, that was funny. It were, poor thing. But they can be quite dangerous, actually. They were baboons. They were, you know, they're quite vicious. Got some right teeth on them when they show, you know, they bare the teeth at you, and oh my goodness me, the meanies, real meanies. Whereas when we went to Australia, we went to Taronga Zoo. And if ever you go to Australia, you've got to go to Taronga Zoo. It's in Sydney Harbour, and you get the Captain Cook's tour boat, and it goes right round the harbour, and you pay to get on it, and you can get off at any stop you like, which one of course is the Taronga Zoo. And then, you know, before the end of the day, you go back, and it comes back and picks you up. Comes back the other way, picks you up. It comes round several times, so you know you've not got to just rush around. Taronga Zoo is huge. I've never seen a zoo that big. But you need 2 days really to go around it. But it's amazing. And elephants and all my faves. I love elephants. They've got snow tigers. You know, they've got Siberian tigers, and oh wow, it was just amazing. Loved it. Anything to do with animals, and an easy touch. Really, I am. I can't help myself. I have Julie up close. I've seen him. My word. Not close enough to be any danger to me, but I've seen him up close, and that was enough. It really was. Seeing, you know, when you're driving along on these safari jeep things, there's about 8 people in, and you've got the tops open. You can stand up and get your head out the roof and do all your videoing. And the trouble was, there were only me that really knew how to use video recorder. So, and when you're videoing something, you're not really seeing what, you're not able to appreciate everything else around. So that was a little bit of a downer for me, but I did enjoy it just the same. And then one evening in our hotel, I think he was, I don't know whether it was American or English. I've got a feeling he was American, but he was some kind of a professor, and he was a snake handler as well. He got snakes, and he did a lot of research with these snakes. And they brought a python, what they call it, anaconda in. I've never seen anything so big in my life. I mean, I don't like being near snakes anyway. I just can't stand them. Oh, but this thing was huge, and they got about 8 people along it, holding it, and there might have even been more, but it was just so big. And they said, you know, they only eat that once a month, depending on what they eat. They only need feeding like once a month, because it takes them that long to digest what they've just had. But oh golly. And he brought spitting cobras, hooded cobras. Oh, and he got 2 you know, the thumbtacks. He got 2 of those in the bottom of his shoe, and he lifted his foot up, and he got this cobra actually, you know, went for his shoe. It was just to show, you know, how quick they can be. And I thought, well, you wouldn't need to show me that, because I won't get near enough for it to be quick. I'm just not that brave. I don't know. But hi, Sun and Moon. Nice to see you. It's just great fun, really. So much to see and so much to do. I love to travel. And then we go down to Wales and visit our Janie in Wales, and there's in Cardiff, and there's only one caravan place in Cardiff, but we've been there twice now, and I've never seen so many squirrels in my life. And they're running on top of your caravan and all sorts. I don't mind. I think it's lovely. I love to hear him. I love to see him. I'm fascinated. I sit and watch them through a window, and they're ever so brave. They're not really bothered by people, because there's always people walking up and down, in and out at park, and they're all over the place. They're amazing little creatures. and that. But yeah, I like the animals. Don't care what it is really. I'd save it from a beast, from cruel people. Nobody crueler than man where animals are concerned. And I don't mean a man, I mean humans in general are, the cruelest beast on earth, to be fair. Animals kill to eat, to live, but a lot of humans live to kill, I think. Oh, Sarah, do you really? We'll have to have a meet up. I always go down, well, we go down and visit Jane Crafting Chef Davis, and she's amazing. She takes me shopping and we have a good laugh. We're going to town, into the city. Because first time we just went for a couple of days, well, over a long weekend. And she took me shopping, and then she said, next time you come, I'll take you into town. And I said, we've just been then for all these shops. She said, oh, that's not town. Oh, no, town's much bigger. I thought, crikey, better save me money up then. Because where she took me, it was just a long road, but there were so many big shops in it. And I could spend a fortune just in them few. She said, no, that's not town. Oh, dear. But she's such good company, Jane. Our Jane is so, but it would be nice. I mean, we're saying Caroline lives in Wales as well, and it would be lovely to catch up with Caroline while we're down there. But each we can only be in certain, and a lot of places it depends where how much places are for caravans to be overnighting. But I don't know. Maybe we will do a little bit more of Wales next time we go down. Just have like a week in Cardiff and then have a little tour around. It would be nice. That would, providing weather's in our favour, sort of thing. We don't want Harry driving in rain, dragging a caravan around. Whale watching, I would love to do that. I've been whale watching in Australia, but we didn't. We were unlucky the day we went. There was a mother and calf there, but one of the captain was saying that they're not allowed to get too close to the whales. It's a different story if the whales come to the boat, which they do sometimes, but you're not allowed to approach the whales. And there was a mother and calf, and there was a boat a lot closer than we were. He went too close, and the whale dove, and of course her calf would dive with her, but a calf can't go down as far as the mother, and it can't stay down as long as the mother. So this is one of the reasons I say you've not got to get too close. But there are places where they come right up to you. They want you to touch them and what have you. And I would love that. I mean, I really would. I think it's amazing. I think when I come back in my next life, I'll come back as one of these marine biologist people that can go deep sea diving and things. I've made my mind up. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm coming back as. So I get to see all these fabulous animals. Our Claire and Glenn kids have been in Mexico. They went swimming with dolphins, But I like whales. I do. Tell you, we ended up getting our hand stamped because all we saw was this tail going down and one water spout just before she dove. And they stamped our hand and said we could go back the next day, which was a bit weird in itself, because you'd probably have washed the stamp off by the next day, but also we'd just travelled 2.5 hours to get to that particular place. My auntie and uncle took us there for the day, but obviously we weren't going to be around the next day, so we didn't get to see them again. But I thought, oh, you never know, there might be another time. But so far, not been. I'd like to go to Norway, actually, or even like on a cruise round up there and see the whales up there. But I bet Norway would be lovely at Christmas, or Lapland. Oh, Lapland at Christmas, folks. What about that?
Oh,
Okay, Laura, thanks for coming. Been lovely speaking to you. Bye, bye, bye. Take care. Much love to you too. I know. I probably try and make a little bit of time for it, though, Rosa. I will. I promise. I will. But I would love to. Oh, I just like doing things with animals. Getting close up and personal with them, and it just amazed me. Especially the big ones. Elephants. I love elephants. Love elephants. Yeah, when we were in on that safari in that lodge that night, well, the following morning when we'd seen the giraffes outside, they moved on, and there was a herd of elephants just leaving, 'cause it was a watering hole. There was a herd of elephants just leaving the watering hole, and another herd approaching the watering hole. Now, I always understood that elephants were sociable animals, but apparently not with each other's herds. They can be quite aggressive towards another herd. You'll stay out the water. Well, you might learn to swim next time you come back. Yeah, hippos they are quite dangerous. You can't stroke a hippopotamus and you can't ride one. I know this because I've seen it. Actually, I didn't realise. I never used to believe that they were that dangerous, hippos, until I started seeing a few of these, these things that they have on television about them, animals that have been killing tourists and that, and really through stupidity a lot of time. They just do get too close, and I'll be fine, and next thing you're dead. It's just not that fine, is it? Although I've also seen stories where a hippo would protect a person from an alligator. They, because they just won't. Alligators won't tackle a hippo, only a baby, and even then they've got to be cautious, because baby hippos aren't very often far from the mum, and mum will go in, defend her baby. So I think animals are far more loyal to each other than we are. Yeah, I don't know whether, like I say, Caroline, I think it's just protecting their own, and you can't really blame them when you sort of look around at even, God, years ago, over 100 years ago, people have gone over there and they've just been killing them for trophies. Well, you're going to turn nasty. If somebody kept coming and sort of punching me on the nose every day, I'd soon turn nasty. If people kept walking up and doing that. It sort of well, yeah, they just get they're just defending themselves really. They've learned not to trust humans over the millennium, whatever, and it's self-defense. And most animals are like that anyway, really. But I mean, there are some animals that would sort of move away first, but you pursue them, and eventually they're going to turn around and defend themselves. Oh, that's a nice one. Don't like that one. That one. Yeah. It's a bit of a dud, that one. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. All right. Okay. I can see where you're coming from, Rosa, with that. Oh dear. That is funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, I've seen, I saw where a woman who lives in, she lived in Africa, and she was a white lady. She was sort of, think, I don't know if she was American or British or something, gone over there to live, you know, as a young woman and been there all her adult life. And she used to go and dance at water and try and sort of get involved with animals until one day when an alligator just took her by surprise, and she was so very lucky that she didn't die that day. She got seriously mauled, whatever they do, but she was fortunate enough to manage to get away and get help, medical help. But it was very touch and go for a while. You know, people take things for granted. I mean, you see people with these snake charmers, or you know, these people in tigers in cages in the circus. I have never in my life been to a circus, and I would never go to one because I just totally disagree with animals being shut in cages. I don't go to zoos. Taronga Zoo was the exception. It's the only zoo I've ever been to. I don't go to circuses. I'm terrified of clowns anyway, so I wouldn't like circus one bit. So yeah, yeah, I think they do. I mean, they're just protecting themselves. You know, they're fine with their own, same as we tend to be. Um, I heard a little bit of a, I've heard a little bit of a thing tonight. Um, Anne Melvin, who used to do Stampin' Up. She's a paper crafter. She's an amazing, amazing lady. And she was doing a live video, and she got, oh, bye, Morrissey. Thanks for coming. She was doing, I think it was a live video, and they got this chap chatting to him and everything, and he said, oh, he loved the work and all this, and he got really friendly with them, and he said he wanted to send them all happy mail if they could just let him have their addresses. And I don't think it was just the first time he'd been on or anything like that. It sounded like he'd been joining in the thing for a while. So, of course, all these lovely people gave their addresses to him because he wanted to send happy mail. And then he started sending suicide letters to him, and he was going to kill himself and all sorts of awful things. And it's really upset Anne. And it's upset them all, as far as that goes. But Anne apparently felt responsible, but it wasn't her fault at all. I mean, yeah, you've just got to be careful, really, haven't you? And so it does, you know, it's a lesson for us all to take heed from that. I mean, beware. And funnily enough, Claire's been tonight because she's going away for a week. Oh, they've gone away now. She brought me Mother's Day present in a. I've not opened it, but she just got it in a bag. And she said to us as soon as she got it, she said, "By the way, keep your doors locked at all times. Somebody's going round trying all doors," and that were in next village. Well, yes, I agree with that, Julie. I know there are some that are only here by the grace of people looking after them in zoos. I do understand that, but I think there are a lot of animals, as I say, especially circuses, where I mean, I've seen there's a lot. You see a lot on Facebook. I don't really like Facebook very much because I see too much of it. But you've got bears that have been made to dance. They've got chains round their necks and little baby bears, and they've never had a day's freedom in their life, and born into captivity, and it's awful. Bye, Rosa. Thank you for coming. It's been lovely seeing you. Come back next week as well. But yeah, like I say, what were I saying? I forgot. Tell me, somebody. I was just saying something then. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of animals that it's mostly out in Europe and that way on, where they have these. They tie animals up with chains and things, and they make them dance, and there's bears and and little baby bear and elephants, that sort of thing, and then they wonder why they attack people. I mean, there's innocent tourists die because of these people, So it's yeah, there's a lot of people that should be answering to these issues. But I mean, there were. I think it was. Did I see it on Facebook? Where an elephant stampeded straight into a crowd of. It's going back some years apparently, but this elephant stampeded straight through tourists who were all sat watching it doing its bit, and one young girl got killed in that, and bless her, she was just there to enjoy a holiday with her family and lost her life because these animals, they have certain needs, should I say, that animal needs, instincts, and they just send them wild. So, I don't think any of us really realise what a lot was. I don't, as I say, I don't like watching Facebook because cruelty to animals is getting beyond ridiculous, especially domestic animals, little dogs and that, suffering terrible with these people that think it's hilarious to chop their ears off or whatever, or hang them up and let them hang till they die. And oh God, it just makes me feel so sick. I'd like to do the same to them, really, So I don't really watch Facebook very much. Yeah. Even our little Rosie Posey, she's got really bad bald patches again, and we don't know what brought it back. She's not scratching like she were, but and I mean, last time we took her to vets, he says, while ever her skin's not sore and she's not scratching so much, he says, we can cope with that. But I think, well, yeah, but I don't want her to be bald like she is. People look at us Can't take her to be groomed. How can you groom a dog that's so sort of bald on one side? It's just not possible to make her look tidy. Poor little love that she is.
One-eyed Barbara.
One-eyed Barbara, Harry says. You silly mother. But, oh, I think I've done all that. Oh, I haven't, I'm telling lies. But I've done all that colour. I've got just this bit now to do here. And then I've just got the other one. I've done them one colour at a time, this one. So I've done all my, you know, 8s and 7s, my 6s and 5s, so on and so on. These are all number 2s, and then all I've got to do is number 1s. And then it will be done, and then I don't know whether I'll start this one or not. Hang on, I'll put this bit. Just put that back in there again while it's... so, I'll just have a quick slurp of the orange juice. All this talking's doing me head in, making my mouth dry. I think I'm driving Harry Bomb. But I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do this one in porch because. Oh, that's a big one. Where's that come from? Don't have any of them. Oh, I've got a load of drills for you, Julie. Shinies, these shiny ones, like, you know, yellows and whites and what have you. I'll get your package put together and get that sent off to you. Because then I can start again. Give me some. I've got some little pots to put them in for you, so that you haven't got to start looking for pots for them. But I've been today. When we went to this garden centre that we've been to today, we found some little jars. Oh, and they are cute little jars. And they've got the glass, but they've got a little plastic, just a glass plastic push-on lid. And I thought, oh, wow, good. They are brilliant. You know, if you're wanting to make some kind of a, oh, sticking, some kind of a, you know, putting all these different, any drills that you've got spare, just pouring them into that and like making a layered colours or something, you know, to make it look ornamental. That they're great, these drills that you got left over. You can use them on your cards or anything, really. But I have got so many, and I've really got to try and get some out because I'm running short on space for all the pots to go in. Because when I finish one, like when this is done, I'll go and I'll stick all these in my others, you know, and look for a similar colour as close as I can and put them together. If I can't find a colour similar, then I have to put it in another pot, and that makes another pot in space. So I have to have a new pot for a new colour. So it's handy really to be able to, you know, get rid of a few. I just send them out to Julie. Yeah. Dr. Jules, and make you have them do. And some trays. Anybody else want any trays? Let me know. I have loads. Got a pile for Julie to send, and since I've got that put to one side, I've gathered another 2 piles. Loads of trays. I know one lady sells hers, but I don't think it's worth it. Quite honestly, you know, when you've got that many, you can't keep them. So might as well just give them away if anybody wants them. Share them out. Because I have loads. I actually like these little white ones. These are the ones I use the most. Oh, I got these as well. Don't know. You didn't come on last week, Jules, did you? Look at these. Julie. That is huge. That's a big one. My hand. That is big. Big, big, big. Not one of them. And this here at the bottom, this takes out, you can pour out, and then it just slots back in. Now, I got from Amazon 3 of these for 93 pence. I just do not. Free post and packing. Amazon. Go take a look if you're wanting some. Really, really, really cheap. Well, in fact, I looked on AliExpress, to be honest, and they got them on AliExpress at, I think it was like just over £1, but that was for one. And Amazon are selling 3 for 93p. So I got mine from Amazon. I was looking for a diamond painting on Amazon last night. Not Amazon, I weren't, I'm lying. I was looking for using what as mosaic? Oh, right. I'll get them sent over to you, Julie. But as I say, because I could do with packing your stuff up and getting that out to you, and then I can start again collecting for you. Oh dear. Because there's stuff and stuff. Because I've got you a surprise, and as well, so you're not knowing what that is, but I want to cut you that lace. So send you some of that purple lace. That is beautiful. That is, Julie, really beautiful. That purple lace, you're gonna love that. And some of these gem things. I originally put them in little tiny screw top jars for you, tiny little pots with screw lids on, but they didn't hold enough. so I put them in these instead, because these hold a lot more. I can send more to you with them. In fact, I think I put two tubs of gold together for you. Oh, I know what I can do though. I can put those 2 tubs into one of the bigger tubs. Yeah, I got some 100 ml, I think it is, pots from Amazon. £4.88 for 50. Exactly same as these, but they're taller and bigger. And I find they're great when you've got a lot, say you're doing something with a lot of one colour. They were brilliant, they were. They didn't take long to come either. So they're little sauce pots for the bigger ones. You're the same price as little ones, so you might as well get bigger ones, haven't you? Really. Little ones are all right for this job, like, just when you've got a few of each colour. But when you've got a lot, when you're doing a big one, when I get onto my dragon, I am so looking forward to it. Yep. What you're putting beads in? Oh, they are meant you. Oh, me doing mosaic. What with? All these beads? You have got to be joking. Don't you think I've got enough to do, woman? Right, now I can definitely say I have finished with that colour and I've only one colour left to do on here. So, no, I have got an idea for mosaic, actually. That I was going to show. Now, I've not got loads of things. I'm not sure that this mat's a good idea, really, because beads get stuck on it. gems, I mean these, get stuck into it. Anyway, number 3, last leg, number 3. Is this number 3? Number 1. I would have said there's not many there. That's better. Yeah, what were I saying? Oh, I missed one of them. I've missed. Oh, Mr. Number 2 and dropped off my knee. Oh, God. I've just opened pot and dropped them. What about that for clown? Who's a clown? Oh, my Lord. I've got a new cleaning lady come round today to do me hoovering up and everything. And I've just took beads all over the floor. Everywhere. They'll get picked up after. I only wanted one. I ended up with 60 trillion, and I don't even know where this one wanted to be now, because I've lost it. In all my excitement. It was some, oh, there it was. Oh, there's 2. That's another one. Have I managed that? 2 anymore? No, that's it. Right. Number 1. I'm glad I not number 1's all over as well, otherwise. Nearly same colour. Nice turquoise, these ones. So, I don't know. Oh, I have an idea, that like a mosaic idea. Now, I did see it on, it was on one of the Russian ladies' videos. And I thought it was really clever. And what you need to do is, next time you're using some eggs, wash your eggshells afterwards. When you've broken them in half, wash them and put them away somewhere when they dry. And then we're going to break them up and use them for mosaic. And I'm not kidding, it looks brilliant. Really, really clever. And I thought, well, I like that idea altogether. You know, you stick them on with your Mod Podge or whatever else you've got, and then you paint them over with your gesso or whatever you want. And I thought that is a very clever idea, that, and I rather like the idea of doing that, you know, with those 2 clay pots I've just made, ready for the next one. That's what I'm thinking of doing with those. So they're not quite dry. Again, Peggy Bynes messaged me, actually, bless her. And I'm glad she did. She was saying that she sometimes can take ages, you know, even a week or more, depending on, you know, clay. And it's not very thick. I've not used very thick clay. Maybe that I've made them too thin. But one came off all right, so we'll see. But the other one, it just broke up as I was trying to take it off the bowl. It did. So, the eggshells, yes. Clean eggshells. I mean, stick them on and paint it. And then when you painted it, you coat it again. Have you finished your gypsy book now then? What's your gypsy book, Julie, you were doing? Hey? What gypsy book? It's a lace book, you dozy devil. I don't know whether Rajul is still with me or not. I think she's fell asleep. Not answered me. I bet she's doing things in between, like me. What? Betty. Betty Boop. She says, don't be daft. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got to tell you this, folks. You know, we've got this new television, right? And it was a Laura Dosh, because it's a smart television. It's smarter than us, I can tell you that for free. Anyway, it's got this button on it that's microphone. So if you press and hold the button down and then say something, and it will react. And Harry were looking at various resorts around country. And anyway, he's saying he's saying Orkney, and it come up with something. It didn't come up with Orkney anyway. And I says, try Orkney Isles. So I shouted, he held button and I shouted, Orkney Isles, and it come up and it takes you straight to Orkney Isles, takes you all round, shows you all this, that, and other. Brilliant. So then he said, Skegness. Nothing. And he tried again, Skegness. Nothing. So I thought, oh, Skegness is no longer available. Obviously, shut it up and whatever. So he said, Bridlington. and it said Bredlinton. 2 words, bread, Linton. So we kept saying, with parents shouting at television, Bridlington. Hey, it still kept bringing up Bredlinton. Oh, dear. I'm not kidding. It were hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Oh, God. I tell you, we're not safe to be let loose with now. 2 old biddies. Oh, my God. It was so funny. And it got to a stage where I was laughing that much, I just couldn't do it anymore. Bredlinton, I've never heard of Bredlinton before. Oh, I don't know whether that's a place or something you eat. Oh, dear me. But we never did get Bridlington up. Oh, golly. So obviously it's got to be your what they call it, dialect, hasn't it? If you've got a bit of a twang to you, the way you talk, like a Yorkshire accent, or you just don't understand it. But oh dear me. And I says, what's Bredlinton? What's Bredlinton? I've no idea what Bredlinton was. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, just too funny. Just too funny. It was. But you just gotta laugh. Well, I did. I laughed. I couldn't help it. Just thinking about it now, I'm shouting at television, parents shouting at television in unison. Oh dear. I thought it were a clever telly, but it's not. It's just a smart telly. Not clever at all. Rubbish. Don't know where Bridlington is. And it never heard of Scarborough. And yet when we said Great Yarmouth, it brought that straight up. So I don't know. You've got to give it its full name. But I mean, Bridlington is its full name, so is Skegness. Don't think there's anything you have to add to the front or back of that name.
We should move it to.
Oh, right, that's a good idea, Julie. Clever. Oh, look at you getting new knacks. Very clever. I've not done any dyeing for a while of laces. I got some of these flavoured coffees, you know, these little jars. You get little jars of coffee. They've got caramel flavour and this and that and other flavour. Anyway, I got one lot and it was Baileys flavour and it were rubbish. Definitely didn't taste like Baileys. I didn't think it did anyway. But I had so much of it that then I'd packed in with it and it's just a little jar and there was some coffee left in it. It must have been, lid can't have been on tight enough because it got damp. So because it's like coffee granules rather than powder, it went hard. So what I decided to do, I put some, when I made a drink one night, I just put some water, hot water, in the jar with this coffee that's gone hard and dry. And I've just left it there. And I bet that would, it's been there that long, I bet that would make a nice darkish dye for lace. And that's what I've saved it for, actually, to use it as a dye for lace. So I don't know, I'll see. I'll give that a whirl. So I've got plenty of laces that I can be trying to get some dye on. You know, I need some gypsy type colours lace. Although that purple lace fabric, oh wow, that's gorgeous, that is. Hi Leander, nice to meet you. Hi Tammy, great, see you coming in. Come in, sit down, have a cup of tea and put your feet up. We're just talking about how daft old people get, or how daft me and Harry get. We're getting older. Silly things that we do. I don't know. So I think tomorrow then, I'm not going to be diamonded tomorrow. I'm going to be good and go into my craft room and get some crafting done because I've got my swap to finish for our Jane. We've sort of set it up before Christmas, but then with with everything else, it got too busy, so we decided to leave it for a while. And then Jane said last week, I think it were, are we ready to get cracking? Because she's missing not doing the swaps, but I do as well, you know. We've not done one since way before Christmas. So we're doing a swap. So I'm going to be doing something towards that tomorrow. I've got something, I want to make a card for our lovely Lynn Evans too for a challenge. I want to get my entry sent off for her. And now then, Debbie Brown, she's got a challenge on at the moment with the butterfly one. Now, I don't know, I must have gone to the wrong email address or whatever because I've emailed her for her address and I've not got it yet. But then I went on to one of her videos where she'd received an entry and realised I've only done half that damn job because I thought she just wanted us to make her a butterfly. And she also wants us to do an like a identity card sort of thing, you know, information card. And I ain't done that. So I'm going to have to do that as well. So I can get that done. And then I'll go and do a package and put it in there. But Julie, if you've got her address, have you entered her Debbie's challenge? I'm not sure if you have or not. I thought you might have. But let me know if you've got her address. I can get that sent off. I've done a card, I've done everything except this here flaming identity card, which I'd only got off at information for some reason. But then again, you see, if I don't write it down straight away, after it gets lost before I get to my notebook, I have to do it there and then while I'm listening to it, and I don't always have anything close by to be efficient to write it down. Oh dear. But it's how things go. It's what called getting old, you know. I'm feeling fine, Leander. Are you? How are you doing? Are you busy? What are you busy with? Are you diamond painting or crafting of some different kind?
No.
How about you, Tammy? What are you doing? What are you crafting? I know you don't do videos. We're going to have to change that, I'm afraid. We're going to have to bully her into doing videos, I think. Need to get the team on the case. It's fun doing video. I mean, Tracy. Oh, yes, Tracy. Tracy BP and Craft, DP and Crafts. You don't do videos, and yet I watched a video where you put black stuff all over your face on screen. I watched it. And the only reason I didn't actually comment was I didn't quite watch it to the end because his lordship decided we were going out shopping somewhere. So I never got to watch right to the end. But I did see you put the stuff on. You and your friend, is it Kerry? I think you said the name was Kerry. So if you can do that on screen, because that's something I wouldn't dare do. I don't need a face mask anyway to frighten anybody. I can do it without. You can do lives because you do weights and it's only the same thing, except you're talking while you're whipping. Depending on the sort of whipping you're doing, of course. Keep it clean. Why has that gone up there? Get down. I'm sticking to my canvas. Not got so much to do now. Nearly done. Nearly done. Missed one then up. So yes, Tracy. Who's been nominated? I hope you don't mean me. Oh, Tammy, have you got a channel? Am I subscribed to you? I should be, but I don't know. Yes, you are definitely officially told. I saw you. Absolutely saw you. I witnessed the whole thing. So if you can do that on TV, on video, you can definitely do lives. No problemo, I reckon. So you will have to do the. Is it Tuesday, Caroline? We want show. You're trying to figure it all out. What do you mean? Where do I get this mask from then? Oh my God. What did I do to you, Marissa? What on earth did I do to you? Oh my Lord. Where do I get it from? Is it a chemist thing? Blackface. Well, it'll give Harry something to laugh at, I must say. I suppose. I thought to myself when I was watching Tracy and Terry, poor buggers, having to do that on telly. And I've got to now. Oh, dear me. Home bargains. Oh, right. Well, we're going, I think we're going into town tomorrow. I'll have a look then. Can't believe somebody's turned me into one of them dears. Well, it should be a laugh. Oh my good night. Yeah, okay, I'll take you up on it. Oh, how many do I have to nominate to do it? Right. I'm going to nominate somebody, and I think she knows who she is. Oh my. Is it just. Oh, right. The fart spray. What the devil's that? What's fart spray? Oh my God, what's fart spray? Oh, one that foams up. All right. Oh, good grief. Oh my Lord. As many or as few as I want. Right. Oh my, I'm going to have time of my life here. Oh, I'm going to get some people on this. If I've got to do it. Right. So tomorrow, Harry, when we're shopping, I need a face mask for Mum Bargains.
You don't need one, trust me.
Did you hear that, people? Official from Harry. I don't need one. Oh, Caroline, I was going to clobber you, and I can't. You're doing one as well. Oh, I was going to get you, but never mind. I can think of others. I wonder if our Janie would be up to it. She's not coming tonight. She's not on with us tonight. What's she doing? Having a night off. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind really. I'm game for a laugh. It's a good job. Yeah, I'm game. I'll do it. I've never ever done one. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing, but I just followed instructions. But Harry says he really says I don't need one. My face is bad enough, I don't need a mask. When I first saw this face mask challenge, I think it were actually when I was watching Tracy. And I thought it was something that you'd crafted, a face mask. When I saw a dog, this black stuff. I couldn't believe it. I just saw Tracy and Kerry bring this black stuff all around the face. Oh my God. Oh dear. Hi, Deirdre. Welcome. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Oh dear me. It was just so funny. Oh God. And Harry dragged me away to go shopping, so I missed out funny watching you pulling it all off. I might actually go back and have a look at that video, finish it off, because, hey, dearie me, I could see. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. The things these American ladies do to us, I'm not kidding. I don't know. So, yeah, I didn't realise I'd been nominated. I've just discovered I don't know how I've missed that. How have I missed that video? When did you put it up, Marissa, with me on it? I don't know why I've missed it. I try to get on everybody's channels when I can. I don't remember. I didn't see that one. Mind you, sometimes I get called away quick. I don't even have a chance to draw, because usually it's still on when I get back in America, because obviously your times are different to ours. Yeah, so. Well, there's one thing, peeps. Us ladies in UK will have really nice faces, won't we? If they get in us first. I've nearly done this, haven't I? Not got much more to do. I've right enjoyed doing this one. Nearly done. Oh. Come on. Did it? Really? Last Wednesday night, early Thursday. Oh, that would be late night. You're like late nights are early morning, isn't it? And I don't do mornings very much. Time I wake, I don't go to bed while our time, sometimes later, 2 o'clock in the morning or later. And then I lay and read. So the time my meds kick in and I get to sleep, it means I'll let her sleep in later. So that's why I'd have missed that. Right, so I'll go back. I will go back, Marissa, and watch your video. No, you didn't. Oh, wow. 6 hours behind, are you? Yeah, well, if you're at late night, early morning, it'd be like our early morning and then mid-morning, up to mid-morning. I usually get up round about between 10:30 and 11:30 in the morning. But bearing in mind I'm reading till about 3 in the morning. That's to help me nod off, and then once my meds kick in, like I say, it's a zonk. I zonk out until about... I can't believe that big spot on your nose. Mind you, I've had something growing on under my nose this morning, and I've been doing a bit of scratching at it to see what it were. I think it was just a little bit of loose skin, and I got a red nose this morning because I won't leave it alone. I thought I got a spot on my nose, to be honest. Don't think it were, though. I think it was just like a bit of loose skin, and I've been scratching at it and made my nose red. So that serves me right. I thought these things were made to make your skin better, not to put you great big spots on your face. I don't know. Have we got a pretty garden down there?
Yeah.
We have a pretty garden. One of these nights I'll have to video it and let these ladies see what our garden looks like at night. Harry's got these lights all round our garden. The ones across the bottom of the garden are like the big coloured lights that you see. And then they're about normal bulb size. And then the others, down both sides, he's got the ones that are solar, individual light bulbs. And all different colours, and and they twinkle. And because we've had a really, really nice sunny day today, it looks gorgeous down garden. But I'm not in a very good position to be able to show you that. But one of these nights I will video it just to let you see how pretty it is. See, it's really pretty. I don't know if there's two there. When did they get left? Ah. Hi, Marina. Nice to see you. We don't have toothpaste with no teeth, either of us. In fact, funnily enough, I've had toothache tonight. I don't realise. Neither of us have had teeth for the last 7, 8 years. Both of us without teeth for at least 8 years. And I had toothache this afternoon. I had toothache the other day as well. I don't know how that works. I really don't know how that works. But I come back from town. Well, no, we've been to Garden Centre today, not town. And I said, oh, I've got such toothache. But if you'd have seen what I had, we always go in they've got a nice restaurant in Garden Centre, a really nice one. And Harry always has the all-day breakfast. And I don't eat anything like that. I decided to have a drinking chocolate with squirty cream. Oh, and there were loads of squirty cream on top. And then I said, I'll have a piece of carrot cake. And if they've not got carrot cake, I'll have chocolate cake. They brought the biggest flaming massive wedge of cake out I've ever seen. And I was pinching cream off the top of my drinking chocolate to eat with me cake. And it was huge. The piece of cake was huge. I did enjoy it, but afterwards I felt a bit sick, so I thought that serves you right, missus. Having all that little lot. And oops, a daisy. Which was right, Dave. Yeah, so it might have been that, although I don't see why it would be, because as I say, I've no teeth. I've not had any teeth for a long time. So, and I can't wear false teeth. I've tried many, many times. I've had about, I don't know whether it's 3 or 4 sets of teeth now, and I cannot wear them. The top ones, fine, but I can't wear the top ones without any bottom ones in, because it hurts. They hurt my gums at the bottom. And I've not got enough bone at the bottom in places for the teeth to get adhered to. There's no way I can get any suction. And even with all the different brands of sticky gungy stuff that you can put on them, will not hold the bottom teeth in. So if I try to eat anything, be it soft or hard, the teeth rock at the bottom. And one of these days I'm going to choke with them. So I stopped wearing them. I just said I can't do it. If I could, I would. I hate not having any teeth. And I think next time I come back, I'd never do it again. But the reason I had them all out in the first place was because whenever I eat or ate anything, they used to rock about in my mouth. They wobbled because there wasn't hardly anything holding them in. So that's why I have no teeth in the first place. But I cannot wear false teeth. I've tried, and if I could afford to have the ones that they screw in, I'd have them done, because then I'd be fine. But as regards this, no. No, false teeth are painful and annoying. So I'm not going to make myself miserable soon enough. Yeah, I know. I think that's the trouble. I mean, I really get it doesn't happen often, but it's funny. It's been twice in a week, or within a week, that I've had toothache, and I always think it sounds bizarre, really, that I've actually got toothache with no teeth. But yeah, I do know. I mean, this dentist that I got my last lot of teeth from, he was really, really kind. And he said, we'll make sure that you get some, because I told him my problem, you know. I said, I've had umpteen sets, they don't fit, they won't. I said, top's fine. Always bottom teeth, they won't stay. Oh, we'll find you something to make them stay. Now you won't, because I've looked myself, I've tried everything. And I'm not out. But he suggested 2 or 3 things, and I said, yep, tried it. Nothing works. I don't know why. I wish it did. Super glue was the only other solution. And I think even he got to a stage where he said, well, I don't really know what else I can think of to help you. And I said, you can't, because it's not going to happen. They just won't stay in bottom ones. It's just the bottom ones that's the problem. That's it. Just the bottom ones.
Did you try tyrants?
Right. I think 'tis done. Wow. So I'm going to, let's get the camera up. I haven't got a big daft thing in the middle of my screen. Yeah, a bit, that's the trouble. That's what I said. I have to win lottery, me, Tammy, to have that done. I want my camera up. Just to drag it out a bit. Where is it? Oh, wait a minute there. There we go. Let's just take it out a bit now. Oh, dearie me, it's taking its time. Look, Sharpie. There we go. There we are, finished, finished, finished. My nice big board, my nice big new board. Isn't that just beautiful? There we go. Yep, I love this. Really, really pleased with this. It's been made all the difference. I can see, and it even goes brighter, look. So first, second, and then third. I've only got it on second one because I think it's bright enough just now. I've got my other lamp as well. I've got my desk lamp on other desk on facing because of camera. So that is completed. So maybe, I don't know. I wanted to get busy with my leopard one, you know. I have actually started that one, and I don't know what colour that is. No, that's the other one. I've started it, but I haven't got on enough to really see if it's going to play nice or not, because I realised it's a Huracan and it's a square drill, and I've had it quite a while, so it could well be a naughty one that doesn't go on nice. You know, like I had the trouble with the lilies, and I'm beginning to think I'm going to be having trouble with the leopard. So if I'll try it, and if I am going to start having problems with the leopard, I might put that to one side for a while and do me dragon. Hi Vanessa, I got this light box, the light pad was on eBay, and it was actually Lynn Noakes that found it for me. She gave me the link, and it was £45.99. Now I'd seen these A2 ones on Amazon, and they were £79. When she found that at £45, I couldn't believe it. So I went and got it quick, because I'd not seen any that cheap. Not an A2. And I've got the new A2 board as well. And believe it or not, this light pad, A2 light pad, is bigger than the A2 board. How's that work out then? My dolphin pin clips here. We have pink as well. We have pink. Oh, that one's. Oh, I've just put it upside down. That's right. Oh, a pinky one. Oh, the pinky one. Ow! On the edge. There we go. Harry was needing some clips for something. He was doing. I thought we got some of the, you know, like marketeer clips that you have in marketplaces when they clip them to tarpaulins and everything. And I couldn't find them. So I did have some what they call tablecloth clips, but they're not very good. And they got big silly daft butterflies hanging off them, and the clip itself wasn't big enough. So we went into town to have a look, and they were the only ones we could find. And I'm not sure if they came from either the Pound Shop or B&M. But we have also got Boys in town now, and there is a slim chance that they might sell clips, but these have just come in handy for this. They're not big enough really to go round, but it opens wide enough. But whether they'll grip the board as well as because there's a bit of it's too big. The top of the board's not thick, but the side is, because of the built-up side of the the easel, so it will only fit around the actual lamp at light box. It won't at light pad. It won't fit around the actual. But it doesn't matter because, as I said, this light pad is bigger anyway than the easel, so really, really cheap. Yeah, I couldn't believe this. I had to just go and get it because I thought, well, I don't like struggling with anything. If I'm going to be struggling, and I was struggling a little bit because the other light box that I've got a light pad, an A3 one. No, I haven't. An A2 one light pad, and it's stupid. It's got a little tiny little thing that fits inside and it wobbles about. It's sending Morse code to everybody. It's awful, flashing on and off and on and off. Slightest nudge at table and it flickering all the time. So I thought, oh. And I nearly got an A3 one, but then when I got my A3 easel, I sort of wanted to kick myself because I should have got an A2 easel straight off. Because Caroline got a lovely easel from, I think it was at Hobbycraft for £25, and I paid £15 for that little one. So I decided, oh, I'm going to get one. I'm going to get a bigger one. If I'm going to be, I'm enjoying doing these. It's something I want to try and do my normal crafts during the day, and then this craft at night, and I can sit in here and I really enjoy doing this, and I can have my headphones on and listen to different things going on YouTube or whatever. So I sent for them both, and they've been very quick. So I only ordered these. Only ordered them mid last week. Not been very long at all coming. But yeah, this is eBay. So if you're in, are you in UK, Vanessa, or are you Hi Mayhem, how you doing? Vanessa, are you in UK or are you in America? Because it might be different for you, you see. Yeah, in USA. Well, you might. I mean, just shop around, go on Amazon, see if they've got, because they do pretty good deals as well. But like I said, the one I saw on Amazon was £79, and this one was half that, virtually. So, yeah. Oh, what's the matter? What's happened? Are you got flu? Is it a nasty cold? Because this weather keeps changing, doesn't help, does it? Well, hurry up and get better. Yeah. So I want to get these two framed. I'm not so keen on, I like it, it's nice. But the one I did before this, I mean, I'm not a peacocky person, if you know what I mean. But the other one, I absolutely adore it. I couldn't get over the colours of it. It doesn't look like it does, but it doesn't look like a peacock. Whereas this is most definitely looks like a peacock. But oh, I missed some. There were me thinking I done have missed up here, look, and up here. You didn't tell me. I thought I'd done. Blimey, get right busy, missus. Eek, fancy. I do that regularly, I look and I think I've finished. And I've done all down here and I've left a load up here. There's lots left. I'm going to get this.
One on carpet going to be on it?
I don't know. It might be a dog or a cat. Could well be a little Westie, that one. A blue Westie. Yeah, it's Harry's talking about all the things I've dropped on the floor. I thought I got a lot of these particular colour ones left. Now I know why. I've not done them. I thought I'd finished. It just goes to show. But not that much to do. Ready to see it there. I can't see where I'm at. I don't know. I don't know how ever I managed to lay it flat. Are you saying, Caroline? When I first started doing these, and I was doing them a year before I actually thought about seeing other folks getting easels, and I thought, well, that's a good idea. I bet I'd manage better. I have no idea how I managed before. I haven't, because, you know, it saves your back, it saves your neck. Even though you've got to look down for your drills, you don't have to have it as high up as this either. You can have it more laid back if you want. I have got a sticky, one of them like rubber sticky pad things that you can stick your drills on if you just have it a little bit flatter. Not necessarily flat, but I've got two somewhere, but I've lost one. Where other two blooming what's it's have gone to? I don't know. How do you manage to lose things, eh? I really don't know. I've lost two diamond paintings that's not been done yet, and I've lost drills to another. So I don't know how or why, or it's got to be, everything's got to be cleared out and moved and sorted. And that is a job for this summer in my craft room, because it's, I mean, I've got some nice worktops upstairs that's in the other craft room as was, that we're wanting to bring down, but it's a case of getting everything moved to get it down. I've got some de-stashing to do, that's for sure. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be mostly, I don't know, mixed media stuff, I think, because I don't do mixed media. I don't particularly, not awfully struck on. I like to see other people that's done it, but it's not my cup of tea. It's not. Oh, has everybody seen them? Jane Marge has done some beautiful Fabergé. Well, they're not Fabergé, they're lace eggs, but the goose eggs. I used to do egg decorating at college, but we did them Fabergé style with the cutting them and, you know, all fancy bits and pieces on, filigrees on, but those that Jane Marge has done, they're beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I used to have a good source for where I could get my goose eggs, but I can't, not these days. I've no idea. I had a look. I've actually got a full-size ostrich egg that's not been done yet. I've had it years. Brought that back from Australia when we went the second time. So that's not a very nice one. Let's take it off. Oh, missed it. That's it. That's it. It's not there. I don't know. Where was I? So how do our American friends feel about Donald Trump being exonerated for all his accusers? I mean, he's not a man that I particularly like, but I think he's made a better president than some. And I mean, I'm not American. I wonder if how you all feel about Mr. Trump. Politics is getting ridiculous these days. The governments are taking too much upon themselves. All this business with Brexit's driving everybody crazy, and they keep going on about a second referendum. You know, it's like, and my argument with that is, if there were a general election and you didn't like who won, would you want another general election just to make sure? I mean, that's how ridiculous it seems to be to me. Let's just get out, no deal. We don't want to be paying them any money. We managed well before we ever went in. I can remember us before we went into European market, and we managed perfectly well. And I know for a fact we'll manage a lot damn sight better when they're not taking us money off us every day. I mean, when Ari and I were in Spain, we stayed out there 7 months. Britain were paying European Union £55 million a day. And they were getting all these in Spain, all these fabulous roads, fancy work, bridges, all over southern Spain. And our roads here full of potholes. It's just ridiculous. And, you know, they said, well, we haven't got money to do, but you've got money to pay for Spain to have theirs done. You know, it's ridiculous. We were fine before we went into Common Market, as it was called then. The trouble is, they took everything upon, they took all our laws away from us, they tell us what we can do, what we can't do, criminals, and they tell us where we can fish and where we can't fish, and how much we can have and how much we can't have, and there were none of that. There was absolutely none of that. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Tammy. I just think, you know, just do the job you're paid to do. You know, you can't just have another referendum because you didn't like the result of the first one. If it had been totally the other way around and it had been remained to stay in the union, they wouldn't be shouting now for a second referendum because people that wanted to leave didn't win. It's unheard of. It's ridiculous. And it's not democratic. I'm not one for politics particularly, but I do feel strongly about this particular thing because, I mean, we never got what we were promised. You know, I mean, French, they get cheaper fuel, and they're still moaning about price of fuel over there, but they get cheaper fuel, can have cheaper tobacco, cheaper wine and spirits and all this. They've got better roads than we've got, and there's nothing we can do about it, you know. And yet they're telling us they're having all this trouble in Paris with the refugees destroying things. And then they're telling us next breath, we've got to take another million or so on your bike. I don't think so. I really just think it's scandalous. Jean-Claude Juncker needs junking. Chucking it in. What sort, Vanessa? Have you done any yet? Have you, or is it just you're just starting out and you've just got yourself a boatload to choose from? What are you going to do first? I bought some nice frames today for some of mine. I'm hoping. I framed my little kitten. Stupid. It said kitten on it, but in actual fact, every other one I've seen identical to it on eBay, it says owl. And I bought it as an owl, and it says kitten on canvas. Don't know why that is, I'm sure. I really don't know. Too silly. I think this time it might be nearly done. Right. Have I done? I think so. Yeah. They look a little bit out of line. Yeah. All done. Yes, I like that. I like it, but not as much as the other peacock. I like the other one better. I do. But I'm not grumbling. The only thing is, with this bright light, I've not got it on brightest either, but with this bright light at the back of it, some of these drills, they look like they've got no silver on the back. Like I can nearly see through them. But it's a pretty one. It is, it's a pretty one. So this time I can put them away. There we go, look. Away for good this time. Yeah, we've done it. So like I say, I'm not really sure which one I'm going to do next. I might bring the leopard in and have a go, and then I'm just looking how these are cut. They're not cut very well. In fact, now then, which one was it? Oh, my mandala one that I did. It's not been, excuse me, it's not been done very well, because it's got this little piece where there's like two and then a one at end at either side on there, and they're chopped off. On the actual painting part, it's chopped off. I'm thinking, no, what's that one, Marissa? I've not heard about that. Marathon. Who's organising it? And what's entailed? Do we know? I shall have to look into that one. I will. Got to look into this marathon thing. Where's information for it, Marissa? You know, is it old video or... Yeah, let's hear about this. Are they very big ones, Marissa? Vanessa, sorry, I'm getting mixed up. 10, we're starting at 10 on Saturday. 2-hour live streams for each creator. Yikes. And then they pass everyone on to the next person. You haven't mixed, all right. Oh, I've got a variety of sizes. I'm really keen to start my dragon, actually. My Chinese dragons, that is. I've done a couple of dragons, Vanessa, but I've got a big one that came. It's only a partial, but I didn't realise when I bought it until it got here, and I absolutely screamed. It was lovely. It's specials, and I didn't know, and it's absolutely fabulous. But it's huge. It's a good job it's partial. I don't think they've made enough black drills for it to be a full drill. It's gorgeous though. So yeah, it is. It will start until it will continue to 11 on Mother's Day. Right, yeah. It is. I thought last Sunday was Mother's Day. Yesterday. I weren't sure. I thought it was yesterday. But Claire contacted me last night because I thought it was funny. I'd not heard from her because she's always, you know, on the ball. But she's gone away for a week, so she brought me my mum's day gifts and card. Because not be getting back well late Sunday night, I think. Do you do videos, Vanessa? And live streams? Oh, you'll have to do us. We need a fill-in on some of these nights where we've not got live streams to watch. Because we've got Caroline does one on a Sunday night. I do mine on a Monday. Go on, Caroline. You know when these are better than I do. We've not got anybody on a Tuesday night, I don't think, doing one. We're trying to get Tracy on Tuesdays. Aren't we, Tracy? And then I can't remember. Somebody does one on a Wednesday night. I can't remember. My memory's shocking. It really is. It's called old lady syndrome, I'm afraid. Yeah. Oh, it might be interesting to see that actually. Wednesday, that would be good then. Vanessa, what about you doing the live stream on a Wednesday? Only thing with the live streams in America, sometimes they're on a bit late for UK ladies. I usually can just nip in for the first few minutes. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Is there anybody on here I'm not sub to? I'm going to just nip through on you all and see. I don't know whether I can do this. No, I can't. I'll have to nip through later and make sure I'm sub to everybody. I've lost some subscribers for some reason. I've lost 2 today since this morning. Oh, I could catch that one on Friday. Do you usually put a reminder up, ma'am, and then we can spammers? Oh. Well, we've been lucky tonight. I mean, no trolls, thank goodness. All right. I usually, and I know some of the ladies that watch in America, and I've gone through, like, when Mrs. Coffee is having I'll go in and I'll go and say hello, and I probably either working along with them or I get yanked to go out shopping or whatever. But I go through all hers, and some of them they've got like no subscribers, no content. So in cases like that, I don't subscribe, even though they seem to be well known in group. Do you know what I mean? You're a little bit. I don't know. If they've got no subscribers and no content, it's difficult to know whether they're legit, to be honest. Because I went through, I think it was on Mrs. Now then, I don't know whether it was Ginger that I did it, or whether it was Mrs. Coffee's, but I went through. Oh, I have fibromyalgia, but I'm in a really comfy chair. I couldn't sit at a desk to do a live for 2 hours, but because I'm in a comfy chair, I'm fine. I have fibromyalgia though, but you know, it affects everybody differently. So, you know, you like my clips. My dolphins, I'm not sure, we're not awfully sure where we got them from now. Got them last year. It was something Harry wanted for something he were doing, and then I've snackled them now. Yeah, me too, Vanessa. In fact, I didn't realise I'd been diagnosed with it. It were the doctor that said, "Oh, I'm having all this trouble with my legs, really painful legs, keeping me awake at night, couldn't hardly move in bed." And she says, "Well, that's your fibromyalgia." And I just looked at her and said, "It's me what? What's that?" She said, "You were diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 1996. So I'll leave you to guess how long that were. 96, 2006, 2016, 20 odd. Yeah, same." I didn't know. I had no idea. I got it. I forgot. But I get, when you got pains, aches and pains. I've never been one to complain a lot because it doesn't make it go away, does it? You know. Yeah, I struggle walking as well. You see, I have a wheelchair, but I have a wheelchair for my back, because that's where most of my back and my neck is where most of my pain is, and my legs. But also I've got COPD, and thanks don't help. But it's not going to make me any better to stop now. So, so I can't breathe very well. So I've got my wheelchair, and my wheelchair, funnily enough, it helps Harry because he has a bad knee. And while ever he's got hold of wheelchair, it's supporting him while he's walking. So it serves two purposes, really. That's the difference. But yeah, it's just rubbish. Fibromyalgia, it's just not a nice thing at all. And I mean, it's not going to go away. I've heard people say, "Oh, if you go to these sessions, these exercise, wherever it is they do, takes it away." Does it, heck? It really does not take it away. You can't take it away. Thanks, Lynn. Hi, Lynn. How you doing? Just been talking about you. I've not got your entry sent off yet. I'm doing your card in morning, and then I'll be getting it sent off to you, Lynn. I haven't forgot. I keep telling you that. I've got it ready. I've just not done a card yet, and I'll make my card and send it. So I'm just sorry it's a bit late. But I got there in finish. Yeah, I've just finished my peacock, Lynn. And it's nice, but I prefer my other one I did other day. But I like the special. I like the winter special ones. They don't take long. They look nice. Get all these lovely spares. In fact, let me have a look in here. Is our Julie still here? Jules, I've got a few of these left. Shall I send them you? Do you want me to send you them, Julie? Oh, got some bigger ones as well. I'll put them you in your lot. Oops, it is amazing. Making a mess again. Not again tonight. Right, I've got some more. I think they're a little bit bigger as well, Julie. I'll stick you them all together. Chances are I won't use them again. Won't want them for anything. So I've got some quite nice ones. I'll put them together. Hi, Jane. Oh, she's in. Jane is here. Hiya, Jane. We missed you. Chuck. Is it really? I've not had any buffering. Has anybody else got problems?
Almost so neat.
Harry's got a sore knee. I'm sure it's finished. Well, yeah, they've all got the things on. Yeah, it is this time. I know it is. It's finished this time. Well, last time I said it, but it is this time. It's done. I missed all these up here. Oh, dear me. I'm do that quite often. I actually think I've finished and then I just suddenly see them. So that'll go in my folder with all the others. Oh, I've got so many in that folder. It's beginning to bulge a lot. But as I say, I've got some new frames, so I might get some framed. I framed my little owly one yesterday, and I'm quite pleased with that. That turned out really nice. And don't know what I'm going to put that mandala in. It's a big one. It's wide rather than big. It's sort of, I think it's a 30 by 30, or is it? It might be a 35 by 35, I'm not sure. So, oh, you've been to a retreat? Well, bet that one now. But you enjoyed that, didn't you? Bev. Oh, it's Bev. Oh, am I missing somebody here? Who's Bev? Lynn, tell me, tell me. Don't know. Hi, Bev, whoever you are. Who's poor Harry? Why, poor Harry? Tell him I will come and rub it. Oh, Jane's going to come and rub your knee better. He's nodding, Jane. That's okay. Can come. Oh, hi, crafty Bev. I wondered who Bev were. I didn't see that. Oh, dear.
Well, you know how things start up and then one thing leads to another.
Oh, you're going, Vanessa. Well, thanks ever so much for coming in. I'm ever so pleased. Been lovely having a chat with you. Take care, sweetheart, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye-bye for now. What drama at your retreat, Lynn? For that? Okay, Tracy, thanks for being here. See you next week, Jake. Oh, will I see you Tuesday in your live? Drama at your cross stitch. Oh, yes, she says. Oh, dear. Maya, see you, girl. Do tell, Lynn. Do tell about your drama. We need to know. Yeah, I did something. Did my first one, and maybe. Oh no, really? What happened? Was not you? Why? What happened? No, we all need to know what happened, Lynn. There were no knickers in or not. I should hope not. Painful. Wow. Oh dear. Over someone having music on too loud. Oh, right. Mind you, that can put people. I mean, if it were me, it would probably send me a wire. Wow. So was everybody complaining, Lynn? Gave them a migraine, I don't think. Right. I don't know. That's the only trouble with these gatherings, you know. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to go to these places where you're all got same kind of only one person. Oh, blimey, Tracy. They can be nasty. Wow. Wow. No way. Really? Oh my God. What did he do? Bash your head with his beak or something, or your arm, or. Because they can be nasty seagulls. I know they do. There's been things on TV before. My goodness. That's what you thought. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, when you go to these, when I went with Stamping Up to that thing, you have a good time, but there's a lot of backbiting and, you know, some people are a bit bigger than they, you know. They always say it's lucky if a bird poops on you, but I mean, I've not seen anything lucky about it, especially when they do it on my washing when it's hung in garden, hung out online. But you know, there were, I think, somewhere in one of places down London area where there's a lot of seagulls. There were a car park, and there were always this rogue seagull that used to attack everybody. It is a big poop. So where did it get you, Tracy, or have I missed that? It was trying. Oh, it was trying to get your sandwich and cut your finger. Oh, wow. Mind you, you know, thinking about that, birds can be really naughty. And when we were in Australia, the first time we went to this place. It were a nice place. Me Auntie Doris and my Uncle Les took us, and some of their friends went as well. And we stopped at a cafe for a bite to eat. And it were really, really hot weather, even though it wasn't their summertime. And there was no seats indoors, only on this like a pagoda type of thing built around you. And we sat on this table. And this friend of my Uncle Les's, he got a sandwich in his hand, and a flaming kookaburra come down and snatched it out of his hand. Oh my Lord. But they were a nuisance. They kept flying down to the table. And, you know, they can do some damage because they've got big beaks. Not nice. But yeah, they kept flying at us. But he copped it. He took his sandwich, pinched it. And yet my auntie used to have a mint garden. They came every day at 4 o'clock, and she used to cook. They call it lamb's fries. We call it lamb's liver, and they don't eat liver. They don't. Oh, you know, you don't eat that, dear. It's awful, you know. And I said, no, it's nice. I like liver. And she used to cook them lamb's liver in long slithers, took them out for birds, and they used to come down, a full family of them. It was lovely. There were about 5 of them, 3 chicks, well, 3 young birds who weren't chicks, and obviously the male and female. And they used to pick it up and then they'd bash it against the floor to kill it. because they eat all kinds of nasty, snaky things as well. Oh dear, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, birds do attack. If they're hungry and they see you've got something they want, you know, they will. In fact, there was the second time we went to Australia when we were at Auntie Margaret's house, and we used to walk into Charlestown every day to go to shopping mall. And there was one particular road where there were warnings all around: beware magpies will attack. I thought charming, but yeah, and you know there was nothing you could do about it. Oh my God! In Kenya, oh my God! What did you do? Scream? Oh my Lord! I love geckos. I mean, when we were in Spain, we had them in house. They were all over the place, but I think I'd draw the line at having them down my top at front, especially in that position as well. Oh my stars! Oh, Barry with chaos and all. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, we we went to a beach restaurant in Kenya in our resort, and they were. Oh no! Wait a minute! It weren't Kenya. It were Caribbean. It when we went to Dominican, and we went to the beach restaurant, and we were sat eating, and we saw this. I saw this thing like flutter down very fancy like, and I thought it was a flower, and but I said it's not reach floor, and it had gone on back in this guy that we went with, Ian. He were on back of his chair, whatever it were, and I just happened to get up and have a look. It was the biggest ruddy spider you've seen. Oh my God! I thought it looked pink underneath, and I thought it was just this lovely, pretty flower had fell off the, off the roof or something. It was the biggest spider. Well, he had jumped up and he literally chucked his chair off the balcony thing off the stage. Oh my God, it was massive. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. No, I mean, apart from anything else, you don't know, they might nip. I don't know whether they do, but you know, yeah, it's not funny at time though, is it? I mean, we were laughing after, but I never seen anybody shift so fast as he, and he's a big bloke and all, so you wouldn't think he'd be that bothered about a spider, but wow. Oh, I think I think I would. I think about attack if a spider hit me, yak. No chance. Don't like out like that. But mind you, I wouldn't want geckos down my front either while they were bonking. I mean, it's just not nice, is it? Get a room sort of thing. Oh God, I can't imagine. I can't really. I don't know. Mind you, when we were sat in, they were like it went to a reception. We're in Kenya. It's like a walk-through hotel. It's all open, apart from rooms, obviously. But you walk from front of hotel right throughout it back. It's all like a big open area. So anything can fly in and fly out. And this particular day, I was sat on like one of these, what I call them, cane bench seat, like a double cane seat thing. And I saw something fly towards me, and I just jumped up automatically because anything that flies near me, I'm like, whoa, I'm out of there. And when I turned round, it was a bloody great big cricket, and it landed. Well, we call them locusts, it was, you know, a huge thing. And oh, I would have died if that had landed on me. Oh, it was so close. It was near. No, don't like anything like that. Yeah. I don't know. Jane has some nice spiders in her shed, don't you, Jane? We had one in kitchen up last week before last. It was the biggest one I've ever seen here, and we've had some big ones. It had come out of
It's a resident.
Harry says it's a resident. It was. It's gone now up over, but I reckon it wouldn't have killed it. It just sucked it out with over. Oh, I would make of all the cheese. I'm making a sandwich, and a spider decides to make an entrance above my head. Yeah, definitely. I've seen big moths here actually, and yeah, well, these are wolf spiders that we got, and as I said, this one was biggest I've ever seen here. I mean, we've had some big spiders, believe you me, but this one was huge for us, you know, for England, you know, as big as I've ever seen. But Harry sucked it up with over. I got tube and. But I said that will climb out of there. That won't have killed it. It'll get out. But he put it out in porch. I thought, yeah, that's my Ruddy Craft Room porch. Thanks. Yeah, I know. This is only trouble, Jane, when you're outside. But I mean, I get bees in when doors are open for Rosie with my craft room now. But Jane does get some crack. She does get some good ones, doesn't Jane? She has to go and fetch poor old Martin out of the house. Come and get it. Come and get it. No, I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm nobody's hero. When there's insects, creepy crawly, flying, anything, I don't like it. I mean, butterflies. I'm terrified of butterflies. If they're in house, I won't kill one. I won't kill them, but I can't get them out. I have to. Well, I get not the fly swatter. We've got one of these tennis rackets that's got electric shock thing on them. I get the tennis racket. I don't press the button, and I sort of guide them out. You know, just sort of getting it behind it and sort of shoving it towards the door. I won't kill them though. I won't kill butterflies or bees. I don't ever kill butterflies. Earwigs I cannot stand. They are the creepiest of creepy. They are. I don't like. I want so white one. Bloody white. What's that all about? Your business being white. Yeah, yeah. But when we were in Spain, we were living in a little. We got this little like one level bungalow type thing, and we got a not earwig. We got a centipede. It was about as thick as my thumb and a good 4 to 5 inches long, with orange legs and huge pincers at front. Now, normally centipedes, as far as I was aware, aren't poisonous, but apparently these are. And it was a big one. And then we got one. We did have a second one, but it was a lot smaller. Weren't as big anyway. Still big enough for me, but this first one we saw, I've never seen one like that. In fact, it was when we got back to England, I actually Googled them. I had a look on internet at caterpillars and I found it. And it said that, you know, they're not poisonous in the sense that they can kill you type, but they can make you very ill, apparently. Oh, earwigs do, yeah. And when they start flying in September, that does me bloody hell. And don't wear yellow in September. Oh, they come straight at you. We got stormed, bombarded with them in Lincoln one year, with earwigs flying in September. Oh, geez. dreadful. I know, I remember you saying about that one, Jane, that spider in your shed. Oh dear. Oh, have you seen these, what do they call them now? Rhino bugs or something, the beetle, rhino beetle. We got one of them in Spain, in garden, well, it weren't a garden, it was outside. I was pegging washing out. This thing came flying towards me, and I literally ducked. I saw it coming, it was massive. Anyway, Harry he was sort of stood a little bit away from me. It was flying towards him, and I sort of yelped when I saw it coming. And Harry had just got a piece of wood in his hand, and he whacked it, and it came straight at me. Anyway, fortunately, it missed, but it hit the outdoor wall, and there were like a toilet and a shower room outside that was all to use a swimming pool, and it hit this wall. And then I says to her, I won't jump on it now. He says, oh, it'll be dead, it'll be dead. Anyway, I went and had a walk over to it, and it looked dead. It didn't look very happy. Anyway, I walked away, and the next thing, Harry says, well, it's not dead, he's just walked away. With a big headache. Dearie me. But yeah, that one were. Oh yeah, we've had a ladybird here, yeah. And if you get the yellow ones, they're not good. The yellow ladybirds are not good. Oh my God, Jane. Oh, Julie. Ugh. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Ugh. Oh my God. That's awful. Wow. I've had mice in my pantry when I had my dogs. We had 3 Springer Spaniels and a Jack Russell and 3 cats. But we used to buy dog food by the sack, and I had it in my pantry. And this particular day I went in, and there's dog food all over the carpet in pantry, over the floor. And I seen a little mouse sat there chewing on this blooming, they were like cornflake things inside it and what have you. And I sat on step talking to little mouse for ages. And he come and said, I'll get a mouse trap. I said, no, don't kill it. I do you want it to die? I can't kill mice. I think the sweet little thing, they used to have them. Oh my Lord, ants in your wardrobe, blimey neck. No, don't want them. We had a lot last year, and I just zapped them. They were walking round my fireplace, from round my feet, round my fireplace. And then I saw a line of them walking across other side of fireplace, straight into kitchen, towards kitchen. And Harry got a spray out, and he sprayed all his bit, and then I sprayed all round my chair later on when he went to bed, because they were all round me. We've not seen them since. In his cheek? What did he have a nest of in his cheek? You like pigs in for What did he have a nest of in his cheek? I need to know. Spiders? Oh my God. I know when we first moved into this house, the first 2 years we were here, we moved in June and it were really nice weather. And we're taking stuff upstairs and I says to Harry, I says, there's 2 dead wasps on landing windowsill. But they're massive, huge wasps. I've never seen wasps this big. So he came up and he had a look. And he said to me, how big aren't they anyway? I said, I've got a funny feeling these are hornets. And then we got rid of them. I mean, they were dead. They were gone. And then it was only sort of within a day or two after that that we had a couple of live ones flying in that window at the top of the stairs. And Harry got a zapper and zapped them. But I wondered then if we got a hornet's nest in attic, in false roof. So Harry went up there with a torch and he never found them. And funnily enough, we've never seen them since. But I was worried, really worried, because we were at one point we were getting a lot of very small wasps on windowsill in house, and nowhere were open for them to get in. It was like there were babies coming from a wasp nest or something, but didn't know where they were. Yeah, I've heard that, Jane. I don't believe it, to be honest. I really don't. Yeah, they can, Tracy. That's what worrying me, actually. That's why I thought that Harry had a good look around and there weren't anything in upstairs. Yeah, and as I say, we've not seen any more. That first year we saw them, and then nothing of those. But we've seen a lot of little. We were getting a lot of little wasps, and I'd no sooner killed 2 or 3 than I turn around and look again, and there's more. And I'm saying, where are these coming from? There's no window open, so we'd no idea where they were coming from. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, you've got to leave them spiders off, go on a diet. No more spiders. Oh, dear. Now, I've sat here with a big box full of Smarties in front of me. I've been ever so good. I've only had 3 tonight, 3 Smarties. Oh, no, no. Oh, dear. Oh. I don't know. I'm getting a bit of a tummy again on me, and I've really got to behave myself. I have hot chocolate with fresh cream in it. I don't make it with milk, I just make it water. And then have single cream in it to make it nice and yummy. But I'm putting on a couple of pounds that I shouldn't be putting on. So, and I do know Claire's bought me a little box of chocolates for my Mother's Day present, but I won't open them. It's just that they're in box. I can see them in bag. I don't know. I'm not really a big sweet lover though. I like cake. I like chocolate, but in moderation. I mean, Claire bought me one of those big boxes of Lindor chocolates for Christmas. And they're pretty darned expensive, they are. And only last week did I throw the box away, and Harry had nearly all of them. I think if out of a full box, I'd only had half a dozen. I love Lindor, but they're too big for me then. I like the small ones that you can get in bags. But you can't always get them, unfortunately, which is a shame, because I prefer the smaller ones. They're too big, them big ones. Are they? Jane, they're my favourite as well, but they were just I don't know. I don't have to eat them just because they're there. Harry does. If they're there, they've got to go. Got to go in his mouth.
Step to me, Sadie.
And that's where I think, Julie, about eating spiders that's in your if something crawled in my mouth that now I would know about it, I really would. Take it from me, I would. And you'd start coughing anyway by the time it got to your throat. No, I think it's rubbish. I think somebody's just trying to. I've seen it. I've seen them say it on television, but I don't believe it at all. I think that's, you know, I think it's an old wives' tale, quite honestly.
Must be fat.
Oh, I'm like that with money. I can do it with money. I just don't do it with chocolate. Well, I had that piece of cake this afternoon, that big piece. It was like a doorstep, massive big piece. Mind you, it was £4 a slice, but because it were a cafe, you know, rest. Oh, ow, oh, ow! I've just pulled me. Oh, I hope I've not made that bleed again. I've just pulled my dressing, caught my dressing on me hand, and it's just hurt. I think it was stuck to me so bit. Eesh. Oh no. I'm not into I can't sit and eat a big box of chocolates. Yeah, I'm okay, ma'am. It's just it must have been stuck to where it's bled, you know, and I just pulled it, just caught it and felt it pull. Oh, Tracy, I shoved my hand outside the chair to get me scissors out. My scissors didn't do it. They were fortunate. They were handle side up. I got hold of them, but because I had put my hand through them to pull them out, I tore my skin tears at nothing, and I tore skin right across the back of my hand as I pulled it out because it were rubbing against chair and frame and cushion and that, and it just tears. My skin tears anything, and yeah, it does. It really. It was a big. It was a big one this time. I mean, I've stabbed my hand. I've literally had my snip stuck in my hand and said to her, "Oh, it's serious. It's serious." It comes in and says, "Oh God, what you done, Nana?" Oh, it's serious. It's deep. It's deep. It's serious. If you saw me, oh dear, I said, "Oh, I've done it again." He said, "Oh God, now what you done?" Julie tells me off. Oh dear me. Julia say, "You're not supposed to do that. Be careful." I am, but I can't. Oh dear. I walk into doors. I walk into walls. I will, everything and anything. Dog comes on my knee. She just scratches me a little bit. Tore my skin tear. I had her on my knee in car one day. Great big skin tear across my hand. She didn't do anything. It just caught me. Yeah, Jane, that's just about what I need as well. But I'm always, I mean, you'll see some horrible marks when I'm doing my videos. I've got horrible big red marks all over my hands and my arms. And I went to doctors because somebody thought it might be something serious. But anyway, doctor said, no, it's just your age. Oh, thanks for that. You know, I really needed that. But she said, you know, it happens at your time of life. So I thought, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. But yeah. Oh, I am. Although I'm pretty good with these little scissors, these ones. I sent you some as well, and I think Jane's actually. These are really good. They're really sharp. But they are. I've not done it with these. Touch wood. Touch wood. I've not done it with these. Touching my table. But I did it with my other snips. The Fiskars one, you know, the ones that you squeeze like that with a really sharp pointy bit, and then you've got like two handles, and you've got to take little spring off. Then I stabbed them straight into my hand. Ugh, I'm so careful normally. I put there's like a little thing that goes on end of blades, and I usually put that on, but this particular day I didn't. And I lifted something up and then nearly dropped it, and I went down to get it. Unfortunately, it had lifted these things up first. I Julie, they're good, aren't they? They're lovely little scissors. I think they were they're £1. They're from Pound Shop. These are amazing, these little, I've got them all, I've got trays. I've got loads of pairs. Oh yeah, that did some damage, Tracy. And oh yeah, well, I don't bleed a lot particularly, but my skin tears at nothing. You only got to look at me and my skin will tear. It's awful. I don't know. Yeah, I like these. If you want any more, Jules, I'll get you some, because they're only £1 from Pound Shop, Poundland, and they're brilliant. I've got about 4 pairs. I've got a pair in here, a pair on one on my desk, a pair on my sewing table, and a pair on my cutting table. Of course it does. You've got to have a little bit of interest, haven't you? I mean, I'd do anything to get attention. Oh, we were walking through Mablethorpe one day. This was when I could walk. Now we're fine on my feet, this, believe it or not. We got to Mablethorpe and we were walking along back from beach. We'd been to beach, and we were actually walking away from beach, going towards, we wanted to call in Lidl for some shopping. And there's a car comes to junction, car behind him, and I decided I was going to walk, because he had to stop at junction. I walked between the two cars, right, and ended flat on my face. What I didn't see were tow rope. From one were towing by one. And Harry couldn't do a flapping. Oh my God, a poor bloke that was sat in car that were being towed. I'm sure he didn't know what was happening. Oh, it was funny. It really, Brad, it hurt me so. Brad didn't show it. You know, you get up and look around if anybody's seen you, and you know they have. Right. Oh, dear oh me. Oh, it was so funny. Oh, I'll get you some more, Jane. No problem. I can get them. I'll get you some tomorrow. Going in town tomorrow. I'll get you some. I'll get you a couple of pairs, because they are really, really good. Sharp little scissors. What's that, Harry? What was that?
Puffin.
Oh, it was puffin. It looked like a teddy bear. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I'm always doing something silly. Falling out, I fall over everything. It's because I don't watch where I'm going. Oh dear.
Bridlington.
Bredlington.
Bridlington.
Bredlington. Oh dear. But we've had some good laughs along the way. Yeah, really. I don't know. I don't know. I won't bother with scissors, Julie, from Aldi. They're rubbish. I had some. all of them were rubbish. I didn't think anything of theirs. But these from Poundland, I'll get you some and send them because they're £1 a pair and they are so good. Well, you know what they're like. You've used them, but they are a good set of scissors. They are. So I'll get you a couple of I'll get both on you a couple of pairs of scissors, and then you've got some because I tell you, I've got them all over the place. I like them scissors. Best scissors I've ever had for snips. You know. Hi, Christy. You're welcome. Oh, it don't matter if you're late. We're all just sat here having fun, nattering away. Yeah, talking and telling spider stories and accident stories, silly accident stories. Oh, just chilling now. They're brilliant, man. They're absolutely beautiful scissors. You're in America, are you? Man, are you in America? Because I could get you some and send them you. You just need to tell me, and I can do that. Well, when we finish this tonight, because I don't want you to put it on screen, I'll give you my email address. Are you sure? Because I don't mind, it's no problem. I can send you some over. They're not expensive and it won't cost much to send a pair of them anyway. Really. We could call it Happy Nail. I'm happy to send them and you're happy to get them. Can't get much happier than that, can you? I don't know. Yeah, of course. Oh, Harry's got them in Houses of Parliament on screen at the minute on his telly, on Sky News. What do you mean for you? Do you mean for your challenge, Lynn? I'm not. I'm fine, thank you, Christy. I'm glad you've come. It's nice to see you. We're just chilling at the minute now. I finished my painting, so we're just nattering. We're having a tete-a-tete. Well, I've got something ready for you, Lynn. I just want to get your card and then I'll have it off to you. So it is ready. I just want to make a card. I like making my own cards. I don't like, you know, because it's just what I like to do. Started your card and then got called away shopping. So I had to leave it. So it's half done. So what you're doing, Janie, at the minute? What you working on? Anything particular? It's just a layways, our Jane. Oh, I better send you some and all then, Jane. I keep saying I found some I'd already got. I keep saying I want to try. I want to try my new printer out on t-shirt transfers. I've not done that yet, but I've not been doing much in craft room this week, but last few weeks. As Harry keeps reminding me. We're not sure, Rosebud. We think it was either Pound Shop or Home Bargains if you're in UK.
Pound Shop.
Harry thinks it was Pound Shop. I can't make my mind up. It was either not Home Bargains. We didn't say that, did we? We said B&M, didn't we? It was either Pound Shop or Home Bargain. B&M, but Harry's insisting it was Pound Shop, so that's probably where we got them from.
If I shout any more, it can come up on here. Pound Shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pound Shop. Pound Shop. Pound Shop. We don't know how much things are.
Yeah, I've got to get busy with that. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I want to get Lynn's card made, and I've got to get something made. I know what I'm doing now, Jane, with my knife, fork, and spoon. I ain't telling you, but I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. So I haven't forgot. I've got Julie's parcel to parcel up, Lynn's to finish, Jane's to finish. Then I think I'm up to date. Oh, and I've got to do an ID card thing for Debbie Brown. So I need that address, Julie, please. If you can message me on Facebook with that, I would be very grateful. Why do you want some scissors, Lynn? Oh, do you mean for it? We got them before Christmas, so I don't know whether they'll still have them. It was for something Harry wanted it for. I forgot now, but I pinched them back now because I think they look all right on my board, on my light thing. Don't you come today? Chip posh.
We wanted them for disability badges to click on dashboard.
No, you wanted them to do with what they call it. Sat nav. That's what you got them for originally. That's what you got them for originally. It is. Oh yes, it is. We're having a domestic here, folks.
Disability badges.
We're having a domestic at the moment. Do excuse us. Who's had yours a week? Do you mean Debbie Brown? I've messaged her twice. What, this big one here, Jane? My light pad. That is, it's a light pad. I got it off eBay. I got it off eBay and it was £45, I think. And I priced them up on Amazon and for this A2 size, and they were £79. So I just got it at £45. But you can get smaller. I've got an A4 one, but it's just not big enough when I'm doing this on thing. Yeah, I would problem I have with that, Tracy, was this that stupid little where is it? That kept wiggling about, and it was sending people going on and off, on and off, on. Every time I put a thing on, it was just flickering because that was not a good fitting. So it was driving me nuts. Sending Morse code to neighbours. So I said, I'm going to get one with a fixed code, which I've done. And I thought, while I'm at it, I might as well get the big one because I'm getting bigger. I got the bigger easel. So I've got an A3 easel and an A4 light pad. But I'm going to use them in craft room if I'm just doing a little bit of this. But then I've got my big ones that this is ideal for my big ones. My big diamond paintings. My lead is really long on the old one. Do you mean this one? I've got it on an extension of USB extension. It's got 3 there and 1 at end. But it was just in there, in that fitting there, that slot. I'll show you what happens when you move it around. It just wobbles. That just wobbles. Every time I moved my thing on my desk, it wobbled because it was sort of stretched out like that and it was flickering. Every time we're pressing stuff on, and it was driving me nuts. So, but where I'm going to be using it, it won't be stretched across anything like that. So it'll be straight into a USB port rather than on this extension. So it should be better. Yeah, it were. Oh, driving me nuts. It really were. No, it's just a short lead, but it's a nuisance. But as I say, I got it on my extension, and wouldn't have been any good just short lead. I wouldn't have had a USB port close enough for that one. But I love this. I'm really glad about. It's going to be really useful. Funnily enough, they're both A2. This is A2, and the easel's A2. But I don't know. You can't see that there's about 2 inches difference in width, and a good 2 inches difference in height as well. To say they're both A2, and it's got three settings. That's second one, and it's really bright on third one. But for you new people that just come, where's my razor? Oh, I can't show you from that. We're a numpty. Hang on a minute. I'll show you off here. My new DP that's come today. My little cat, a moon. That's come today. And that's a 20 by 30. So it's not a very big one. But it's a full drill and the squares. So it should be nice. It's gone nice and flat now. Look, it's not curly anymore. Nice and flat. Oh, you can nearly see that actually through. Just over a minute. You see it through. See cat, moon through there. I actually really, really pretty. Oh, it looks nice on there from that. Oh, oh! I tell you what, though, that that margin there is extremely sticky, right up to edge. That is sticky. Eek. But I don't know whether I should be doing that. Oh, keep catching that. Why is that going on? Well, that's not going to be a problem. So there's me thing, 30 colours. It's a lot of colours for a little doings, that, isn't it? I think it is. Knee. Oh, I hate to think. I dread to think. Lots and lots and lots now. I mean, I've done. Oh, it's got to be something like 30-ish, I reckon. I'm doing like all right, I'm doing 2 and 3 a week, more or less now, especially with these. I've just finished one before this, peacock. Then I did my mandala one, done this one, did the little, excuse me, the little owl with fuzzy hat on. That's at least 4 this week, then. Oh, and I finished my Lily's one off as well this week. But I've had that one on for a long while, and that's what's putting me off going on to leopard that I started, because I noticed when I were shuffling things about in there, it's a Huacan and it's an old design and it's squares. So I've got a feeling I'm concerned. Is it a round, Tracy, or is it a square? Or is it a special? Because, well, you should have got some. You didn't get any even rubbish tweezers with it. You should have got tweezers if it's a special. because I've got these. These are Huacan ones. They're good. They're like needlepoint. These. There are bent ends. I'm just wondering I've not wore these out. I've got a couple more pairs of these, and I bought some actually. I bought some from AliExpress. Only about £1 for a couple of pairs, so they're worth it. But when you're picking up the funny shaped ones or round ones, you can't do it with that. That won't pick a marquee shape up. It won't. You've got to have. I put all my specials on. The only specials on this one, though, really, apart from they're actually rhinestones, not resin, is that there's 4 white pearls there on like a crown, and these like feather ones, and all the rest are just round ones, which are fine for that. Then I put on with, well, I get them with tweezers, and then I also press them down once I've got them placed over where they need to go. And then same thing, I use my tweezers. And the other shapes, you know, like I said, the marquee shapes, which are like double-ended, oval but pointed at both ends. You need some tweezers. Any tweezers, but you need some tweezers for them, I think you do. That's how I do it anyway. Oh, they're nearly all blame me. It's fine, don't worry. Oh, God. It's a Wild Air. Oh, I've seen that one. I quite like that one, actually. I got Jane a Sassy Owl. Did you see that? I finished Jane. Oh, that's another one I did. I did Jane's Sassy Owl. I've got it framed. Now Jane's is framed. Ready for her. So I've got a few parcels to get put together and get sent out now. But like I said, we've been and got some nice frames. Really good price for frames at Garden Centre today. But then I've got 4 really nice big ones. But I haven't got one big enough. Excuse me. I haven't got one big enough for my Chinese dragon painting, which is huge. So I've been thinking, you know, we've had this new television and I've still got the box for it. So, and it's not damaged. So I think I'm going to be using the box that the television came in for my dragons, because even the box that these came in is not big enough. It's big, 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 big. But fortunately, it's specials, and I absolutely love the specials. I didn't know it was specials when I ordered it. I'll be honest, I didn't. I was absolutely ecstatic when I saw that, because I love the special ones. I love the I don't know, they just pop, don't they? They pop more than others are nice, but yeah, these just pop. But this one, I'll get it framed up and then I'll just put it up for sale. There's always somebody that might, you know, decide they want to buy it. I've sold one, I did. Mind you, bless her. Lynn Noakes bought one of me. But the Santa with the owl, I think that's the one you've got, Lynn, isn't it? She bought the Santa with the owl off me for her granddaughter. And she's got it. I think she's got that one herself. I'm not sure. I think she said she got that one herself, but she wanted it for her granddaughter, so I sold it to her. I've got 2 more Santas. Oh, finished one Santa, I believe, and I've got 1 more to do. Where's that drop down? Dull. Oh no, it's just gone dull. So yeah, I'll just I'll get these framed up and then just put them on. I've got a Facebook page. If anybody wants to join my Facebook group, it's just Rosie Posey Crafts on Facebook. That's my Facebook group name, or my name for the actual normal Facebook is Ann Chambers. So, you know, if you want to friend me on Facebook, it's Ann Chambers. If you want to join the group, just go on to Rosie Posey Crafts. You'll find me, and request a what is it? I'll accept you. You know. Anyway, folks, I'm just looking. I didn't realise we've been on 3.5 hours. Oh my goodness! Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? You've not started it yet, Jane. Tut tut. You've been too busy doing other things. I know you have. So, yeah. So 3.5 hours. It's been a good one. And I'm really enjoyed tonight. Thank you all very much for coming in and sitting and listening to me rattle on like I do. And hopefully I'll see you all again next week, or in between, maybe. I will be putting a couple of videos up. As I say, I've got two finished ones that I've not shown you. That will be the little owl with the woolly hat on that is now framed, and also the mandala one. That's finished. That's lovely. So I'm going to say good night now, and wish you all a very good night, and take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, what's left of it. There's not much of it left. And I'll speak to you all again very soon. Mwah! Bless you all. Thanks for coming. Night, night, folks. Bye. All right, then. See you later, folks. Bye-bye. She's no longer in the driving seat with no